As you know, my name is niiayiphotography. I'm the Ghanaian storyteller. I try to sell Ghana to the world. I did a lot of interviews with people, especially our brothers coming home to have a feel at home. And today I have one big brother with me, and he has so much he's going to share with us. And because of time, I'll break it into series. So just stay glued to this channel and then hear what he has to say. He has a lot to share with me. And I have a surprise with you, but that will be at the end of the video. So let's get into the interview. Bro, welcome to Ghana.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Wow, I'm happy finally I'm able to meet you, but so sorry because I was busy with stuff. I couldn't meet you before.
A busy man is a productive man, so I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. And I have to catch you here whilst you are leaving at the airport, and then just grab the interview and then we'll talk to the people.
Right.
So, how was Ghana? Anyway,
Ghana after the first 3 days was the best vacation I ever took in my life.
Whoa.
Yeah. After the first 3 days. How you doing, brother?
When you finish, come and pay your small dues to your security man.
Of course, I got you, bro. So we're gonna keep that in.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons why I wanted to leave.
Okay.
Because you know how I look, people can tell that I'm, you know, of African descent, most likely Black American. And when I went in certain tourist areas, I said, I'm not feeling it. So I called my wife and said, yo, change my ticket, I'm coming back. Yeah. That's until I left the tourist areas. Once I went into Bukom, once I went into Osu, then I felt embraced. Wow. I started seeing people that look like me. I started seeing names of businesses that reminded me of places back in America. So I said, okay, I'm home. I felt home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, exactly.
Yeah.
But how long have you been in Ghana so far?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
First time, 3 weeks.
First time. So this is your first time?
Yeah.
In Ghana?
Yeah.
Wow. Why did you choose Ghana and not any other?
Well, part of it was because of your videos. Okay. I was to watch your videos, and there was the year of the return.
Okay. Yep.
I didn't want to come during that because I wanted to see Ghana normal, not during the tourist thing, right? I've been interested in Africa since I was a kid.
Okay.
So I'm not like a new Pan-Africanist. So I said I always have to put my foot on the continent just to see, just to connect, you know. And for good or bad, you know, we as Black Americans, as a diaspora, most of us come from West Africa.
Exactly.
Whether you call it Ghana, Nigeria, Togo, Benin, Ivory Coast, Senegal, Gambia, we come from somewhere over here, right? So I said I'm gonna put my feet down, and here I am.
How was the feeling, especially when you came out from the airport and you set feet on the ground when you landed? How was the feeling?
When I landed, I felt normal. Some people are very emotional, but I've been preparing for this my whole life. Wow. So when I came here, I'm like, okay, it's happening. You know, so it was a reality check, but one that I already prepared myself mentally for. So I felt good from soon as I landed. Then I had the 3 days. After that, I felt great.
Wow, wow. But you were telling me at first you relocated first somewhere, and you weren't feeling the vibe, and then you have to relocate.
Yeah.
How were you able to relocate? Were you being assisted by someone, or you just?
No, I came here by myself. I did all my research on the net. I used your videos. You and I were corresponding through the comments. You told me at Bukom. So I just got off the plane. The next day, I went to Bukom. And I'm just walking through Bukom like I was home, okay, because Bukom looks like some of the areas that I grew up in the Caribbean. I'm from New York, my parents are from New York, but I was raised in certain Caribbean countries for a couple of years when I was younger. And it was normal, you know. So when I said I had to get out from the tourist areas, literally Oxford Street. Once I stayed off of Oxford anyway, I was good.
You know, for the viewers' sake, if you don't know what is Bukom, Bukom is one of the communities in Accra, in the Ghana communities, okay? That is where our world best boxers are coming from. It is an area which is known for boxers. And very soon I'll bring you a video from that place and tell you more about it. But why didn't you choose any places, but you chose Bukom? Because
I wanted to see the people, the real people. And like I was studying up on Ga, you know, Ga Adangbe, and there was something about the Ga people that that attracted me.
Okay.
And when I met them, I said, okay, yeah, it's real. And what it is, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, right?
Yes,
so I'm a city boy. I'm a city boy. And we have a certain vibe about us, you know? If we trust you, we give you everything, but it's gonna take a little while for you to earn that trust. And when I saw the God people, I saw the same thing. You know, very open, very honest, but in the beginning, they wanna know what you're about. You know, and I respected that. And then once they saw what I was about, whoop, they opened their arms and then they embraced me. Yeah.
So how was the experience having one-on-one talk with them on the street? Weren't you afraid that, oh no, these people don't know me and someone might fraud me or harm me?
Okay.
Was that something you were thinking?
No, because I'm not afraid of my people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
I move with confidence, and I also move with respect for the locals. So before I came here, I learned a couple of words. I learned a couple of customs and things of that nature. What's a no-no, what's good. And then I just moved. You know, what I noticed is that some people, they look at you, and all I have to say, how you doing, bro? And they was, hey, it was all smiles. It was good. So once we break that ice, then it's good. And you know, I love it.
You know, there's this question I always love to ask people having their first experience here.
Yeah.
What really touched your heart?
What
were you so amazed about Ghana?
The people. Without even thinking, the people. I think Ghana's best resource, yeah, we talk about the Gold Coast, we talk about all these things, but the best resource of Ghana is the people. And this is before I even came here. I had like 3 Ghanaian barbers. I had a Ghanaian supervisor in New York. His name was Ofori Koranteng. I'm still looking for this brother. If you know Ofori, tell him I'm looking for him. Yes, he was my supervisor in Manhattan.
Exactly.
So Ofori taught me a lot about being a man. Ofori taught me about work ethic. So I always had a relationship with Ghanaians outside of Africa. Okay, so I've always had this like thing. But now I'm looking for these brothers so I can say, yo, this is what I learned in Ghana, blah, blah, blah. This is what I ate. It's just Ghana's always been calling me before the year of the return.
Ghana has been calling you before the year of return. And I don't want to speak about the year of return, but let's touch a bit about it.
Yeah.
You were sharing with me that the year of return, there were certain things need to be done before the year of return.
Yes. I said there needed to be a year of reconciliation, a year of reconnection before the year of the return. Okay. Because if you watch interviews between like 2 Ghanaians or something on the news, like Joy News or something like that, they talk about year of the
he knows a lot about Ghana.
They talk about year of return, and then it's immediately how much money, what was the economic impact. And I think my brothers here have to understand that we're not coming here first for economics. We're coming here for a reconnection. And once we reconnect, then we're gonna do the economics. Because like when I walk through the streets, I don't walk like, no, I walk like, okay, how can we, you know, lift the life of the average Ghanaian? I'm not coming here to be like a dark-skinned colonizer. I'm coming here to reconnect with my family. Exactly. But not even with like a Jesus complex, like I'm gonna help you little Ghanaians. Yes. No. It's like there was an article on a Facebook from one of the news stations here. They were complaining about corruption, and they were complaining about the rainy season that's coming up, and how are they prepared for the rainy season? And everybody's complaining about the gutters, right? So I just called Joy News. Like, look, give me 20 Ghanaian men, some gloves, some boots, and some shovels, and just point at the gutter and let's jump in there and do it.
The work.
That's what I want to do. I'm not about talking. I want to do.
Exactly.
You know, but it's easy for me to say, as someone from the diaspora who doesn't live here, because I come with a different energy, right? But if you're in the situation, you know, and you grow up years and years of seeing the same thing, sometimes that chips away at your will to fight. But that's why when they welcome back the brothers from the diaspora, it's, all right, maybe some of our ways can be left in America, and then some of the things we can bring here and use it, like our go-get-em attitude. Exactly. You know, but maybe the aggression we can leave in America, because I didn't need it here. Exactly. I didn't need it. So I felt comfortable. I felt very comfortable. I always keep my guard up, but here was very good to just relax a little bit, you know, just relax. But I don't want to relax too much because there's work to do.
Exactly, there's work to do. But let me ask this. I haven't been to Brooklyn before, but here I've been there and I have the chance to be in my country.
Yeah.
So, is there any difference in Brooklyn as to Bukom, Accra?
You'd be surprised. There's differences in terms of infrastructure, but there's really, if I take you to certain parts of Brooklyn, like certain parts of Flatbush, East Flatbush, I can take random 10 people out of East Flatbush, put them in Bukom, you won't know the difference. I showed you a video about people in Suriname, right?
Exactly.
The diaspora loves Africa. We love it. As a matter of fact, Pan-Africanism was pushed a lot harder in the diaspora.
Exactly. Yep.
You know, so it was pushed, like Marcus Garvey and people before that were pushing it very hard. We just need, you know, our brothers on the continent to push as hard as we are so that we can build that bridge and meet in the middle. Once you learn about my culture and I learn about yours, because I don't come here like some Black Americans or people from the diaspora like, oh, I don't know my culture, I'm lost. No, 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 no. My people, my Black American people, your people in America have done great things. We have done great things that we can be proud of. So what we need to do is take that expertise and say, how can we apply it here? But that application has to have a Ghanaian face on it. Exactly. I can't come here like, this is what we're going to do. No, 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 no. All I can do is support my brothers here. Exactly. Support my brothers and say, maybe I would do it this way. And if they say, no, it doesn't work like that, I might have to just listen. Sometimes I might have to say, hey, let's try it my way. But it's about cooperation, and that's what I'm looking for here.
You just made mention of the diaspora pushing the Pan-Africanism. You were saying the people in the diaspora started pushing the Pan-Africanism for some time now. But do you think, from your experience and the research you've done, do you think the people of Africa, or is Africa also trying to push that kind of unity among the diaspora?
Among where African and diasporan unity? No, it doesn't. It's not where it needs to be. Okay. And I'll be honest with you, there is a disconnect between African Americans and Africans that come to America, right? A lot of Black Americans look at Africans sideways, like, you're African this, you're African that. A lot of Africans come to America and look at us like we have no culture, calling us Sakata or Yimbo or Bruni. You see what I'm saying? So, but that's not really, that's America and Africa, right? But that happens right here in Africa. I was walking up Oxford Street and the guy saw me from behind and he started talking mess about Nigerians. I wish they would leave this country. Nigerians are stupid. So I looked at him like, yo, who you talking to? And then he just turned around and left. You see, so what we have to understand is that we have to take the good parts of tribalism, which is understanding who you are, your customs and things of that nature, but do like Ghana is doing. Like you marrying an Ewe, right? So that intertribal marriage is what's gonna start bringing people together.
Exactly.
So we can say, okay, I appreciate your side, you appreciate my side, but unity, I say African unity is a big order, but I say we need to be on code. And what is the code to say? All right, you as a Nigerian, you as a Ghanaian, you as an Ewe, you as a Ga, or you as a Shanti, we all face the same thing. If we come together, then we can get on code and start working to take control of the natural resources, education reform, infrastructure, military, medicinal, agricultural innovation. Once we do that, we'll be good, we'll be on the path. But I walked through Osu and I saw Jiangsu agricultural tower. I saw this, I saw the Lebanese controlling everything on Oxford Street. And it breaks my heart. I don't like to see that. I don't like to see my Ghanaian brother, doing traffic for the parking lot for someone that's not an African jumping out of a Range Rover. I don't like to see that, So we just got to work to change it. It's a big order. It might not happen in my lifetime, and I'll tell you why. Pan-Africanism is always going to take a back seat to feeding your family. You see what I'm saying? So if my belly's empty, the last thing I'm thinking about are some black people in America. I'm thinking about feeding my family. You see what I'm saying? So once we get the Ghanaian population and the African population as a whole to a certain point and raise their standard of living, then we can start reaching out to each other. Exactly. But while you're hungry, you're worrying about putting food in your belly. You're worrying about paying school fees. Yeah. You're worrying about sickness. You're worrying about, now we're worrying about coronavirus. So, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It can happen. That's why I still hold on to some hope. Yeah. But I'm not.
To push it.
We gotta push it, and
everyone needs to get involved.
Pan-Africanism has to have more Africans in the pan. Yeah. All right, because if you look at Haiti, and when we speak about Haiti, we have to talk about Toussaint Louverture and Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Yeah. These people defeated the French. Yeah. If you go to certain parts of Haiti, you just pluck them in any place in Ghana, they fit phenotypically. They tried to get membership to the African Union. They were denied because the African Union says if you're not on the continent, then you can't have membership, right? Yeah. So is there really any connection between Africa and the diaspora? These people want to be here. They set the tone for everyone else, and then we can't put them in the African Union? So sad. Yeah. I think the year of the return should have been started with, a charter plane to Suriname, a charter plane to Jamaica, a charter plane to Haiti, a charter plane to Brazil, and interview these people. Do you want to come back home? What do you know about Africa? Boom, bring you here.
Yeah, find you a place too.
Find you a place, find you some land, give you some reintegration courses for free if you're really pushing it. But right now it's only been talked from an economic standpoint, and that's why I didn't come for the year of the return.
I wanted to ask you, what is the measure? What are some of the measures that we can do to reunite the Africans and the people in the diaspora? But I think you've already answered that.
We're doing it right now. Yeah, you and I connected on YouTube. I came here and I found my own niche. Yep. I found my own niche. I was like sending you, I'm here, bro. I'm here, trying to reconnect with you because I like your energy. Thank you. I saw the video you did about what happened to Wadimaya. And I saw you felt that. Yeah. I'm 46, so I went from feeling that to just like, it ain't gonna happen. But now I'm talking to you again when I met you by, where did we meet? By the Independence Square. Independence Square, I got it back. Yep. I got it back, so this is what we have to do. I talk fast, I got a different energy, I speak with hand gestures, but this is what happened with 5 generations of separation, Exactly. But my heart is here. My heart is here, bro. But I don't forget who I am as a Black American either. Exactly. Because that's who raised me. When I walked through Macola Market, 5 people were like, Black American, Kobe Bryant. Yeah, they call me The Rock too. I'm like, damn, I look like The Rock.
The structure look like The Rock.
So I'm okay with it because I'm not coming here trying to perpetrate like I'm a Ghanaian. I'm not. I don't know where my people come from in West Africa, but it's West Africa, and I got my feet in West Africa, and I'm good.
Welcome
so home. I can go anywhere here.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate
you so
it.
much. For your final words to any African or any African in the diaspora.
Any African in the diaspora. What I would say, about Ghana. Take the trip to Ghana. Ghana has so much potential. Like I told my brother, is that the people here are phenomenal. I lost all my ID here, my first night, right? First night, I lost all this ID. I didn't realize till 4 days later. I'm walking up Oxford Street, head down because I don't want to talk to anyone. Someone from the Ga tribe knocked on me like, hey, sir, did you lose your ID? Got all my ID back. That's Ghana for you, the people. So Ghana is the gateway to Africa, in my opinion. Yep. And I just think that we got to ride this wave, ride the wave, and then make something happen. We got to make Nkrumah proud. That's what we got to do.
Exactly. We have to ride the waves and make Nkrumah
proud.
Wow. I love this. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you so much for staying to listen. I told you he has a lot to do, but